Hi there. In this video, we're going to look at the 4 different ways you can create content or resources for all of the AI tools in Almanack. So from your Almanack homepage, go to AI tools. This will show you all of the AI tools available in Almanack for you to use. Before you create with any of the AI tools, watch this video so that you understand the 4 different ways that you can create content with our tools. For today, I'm going to show you using the example of creating a worksheet. So here I am on the Create page for worksheets. It already has what I want to create selected because that's the AI tool I selected. Now for the topic it'll be creating the content on, it's going to ask you to either select a lesson or type in a general topic. I'm going to select a lesson for my courses. So I selected Life Science as my course, and now I'm going to select my lesson and click Next. Once your course and lesson have been selected, it'll ask you next what you want your content to be based on. You can either have it base it on the lesson learning objectives or something else like an external source, a document, a link, a YouTube video, or even a resource you've created within Almanack. I'm going to use our lesson learning objectives. If you're not sure what your learning objectives were for that lesson, on the bottom you'll see that it is using 5 learning objectives from the lesson. I can click this edit button to either edit the learning objectives or regenerate them using AI. I'm just going to keep them the way they are and click Next. From here, you have 3 approaches you can use for the AI to create your resource. The first one is automatic, and with that, you let AI decide the format of the resource and the content. It'll still be a worksheet because that's what we've selected, but AI will choose the rest. You can enter in custom instructions, like the standard, exactly what you want to see on the worksheet, anything like that. Or you can let AI suggest different formats for you to choose from. The first one we're going to look at is automatic. So I've selected automatic, which means that AI is going to choose the format and the content of my resource, and I can choose my output language as well if I need it in a different language. And once I have all my selections made, I'll just click generate. And it'll generate the resource for me, but based on what AI has decided. So the AI has spoken and it has designed this student worksheet for the Six Kingdom system with some activities. So now if I want to change anything, maybe I didn't get an answer key, so maybe I want to add an answer key to it. I'm going to click open in the editor, and my resource assistant is going to populate on the right, and I'm going to ask it to create an answer key. So I've asked it to please create an answer key for the worksheet, and it's going to think about it, and then let's see what it does. All right, so now I can look at my answer key that it has created. So now you can see that it has created my answer key. So I'm happy with this resource. So now I can present it live or export it to PDF, Google Slides, or PowerPoint. And I can export each part separately so that I don't run the risk of accidentally including the answer key in the version I give my students. The next type of AI creation approach I'm going to try is the custom instructions. I still have all the same things selected, life science, Six Kingdoms, using lesson objectives, but now I'm going to give the AI custom instructions to use to create a worksheet for me. So my custom instructions say to create a printable worksheet for 7th grade science students aligned with the standard, and I have just pasted the standard in here. And I've told it to include a short reading passage, a comparison chart, a timeline activity, and a reflection question. And I've asked it to also keep the reading level around 5th grade, as well as provide an answer key. I'm a co-teacher, so I have students with special exceptionalities as well as English language learners in my class. So that's why I have the reading level a little lower. And now I'm going to ask it to generate, and let's see what it comes up with. So my worksheet's been created. And now I can open it in the editor to make some changes. So the first thing I want to do is I want to have this table and Meet the Kingdoms fit on my page. So I'm going to ask it to do that. So Ask it to adjust the table to fit within the page borders. Okay, so it's adjusted the width of the comparison chart. You can't see it here, but if I export the PDF, you can see that it has in the PDF version. The third AI approach you can use for creation is the suggestions approach. I have my life science course and my Six Kingdoms lesson selected. I have the AI creating based off of lesson objectives, but this time I'm going to click suggestions and see what the AI has suggested. I can pick one of these, or I can give custom instructions like I was able to do with the last one. So let's pick the dichotomous key builder. I'm going to select that. I can select my output language still as well, and I'm going to click generate. Okay, so my resource is done from the suggestion that I selected, which was a dichotomous key builder. So let's see, we're going to open it in editor and see if we can replace the picture. Okay, so now it's updated it with an example of a dichotomous key. It also has a teacher section where it talks about the expected time this will take, some differentiation tips, and then a sample dichotomous key that the teachers could use to help the students. So now I'm happy with that. I can export it to a PDF, Google Slides, or PowerPoint, one part at a time. The final way we can create resources through Almanack from the AI tools list is by Quick Create. Quick Create can be found on the top of your toolbar next to Step by Step. When I click on Quick Create, it's going to autofill as much as it can for me. So it's already told me that I'm creating a worksheet because that's the AI tool I chose. It's going to pull over whatever I had in the step-by-step creation generator. So my Six Kingdom system, and then I can select a source. So I can do automatic, let the AI use available sources automatically, or I can upload my own files. So it's going to use my learning objectives in automatic mode to create something in English. So let's click go and see what it comes up with. Okay, so my resource has been created. So let's go to the editor because I want to add a word bank to our fill in the blank section. So I'm going to ask our resource assistant to add a word bank to part 3. So it's added a word bank to part 3 and it looks great. I also have my answer key that's been created for me with some grading guidance on the bottom. And this is great. So now I can export either part 1, the worksheet for my students, or part 2, my answer key, to a PDF, Google Slides, or a PowerPoint. Wow, I know that was a lot, but you have all of these great AI tools that you can choose from an Almanack, and you have 4 amazing ways to create content for any of these AI tools. I hope this was helpful. See you next time. Bye.